The minute you say you have elbow pain, everyone's thinking you have tennis elbow, right? Am I right or am I right? My name is Huang. I'm an occupational therapist and certified hand therapist, and I treat people with elbow problems all the time. Now, what we're talking about here is elbow tendonitis or elbow pain, and you think it's tendonitis, but nothing is broken. You haven't had surgery. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about, like, how come I squeeze a sponge and all of a sudden my arm hurts? How come I reach and grab the fridge and open it and my elbow hurts? I can't even lift like a bottle of milk, like even a small one. My elbow hurts, right? That is one form or fashion of possible tendonitis. And the reason why I say it's a possible tendonitis is because one of the things that we do as therapists is that we have to rule in and rule out what the problem is, right? We can just assume it's tendonitis and then treat it and waste a lot of time. Did I introduce myself? My name is Huang. I'm an occupational therapist and certified hand therapist here at Hands-On Therapy Services. And one of the biggest things that I could do to help my patients is to diagnose it correctly. Now, I don't care if you've gone to the doctor and you bring me a prescription and you're like, they told me it's tendonitis, I had injections, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. You're obviously coming here because you still have the problem. So it's extremely important to me, in order to be able to help you and get rid of this elbow problem, is to figure out what is actually really wrong with it. Now, you could have a tendonitis, you could have elbow tendonitis, but if you had an injection and it didn't work, you don't have just a tendonitis. Something else is going on. And I'm gonna blow you away. You probably already know this, but just in case you don't, you're like, I knew it was connected. Your elbow can be connected to your neck. And the reason why I say that is because there's a certain percentage of elbow pain and elbow problems that are caused by the neck. So if you're somebody with elbow pain on both sides, for sure you wanna go and make sure we're checking out the neck. Your neck doesn't have to hurt, like your spine, and you can not have any pain. One of the things that I started to realize is people sit in such discomfort all the time that becomes their new normal. And so that tightness that you're feeling, that is now your new normal. So you're like, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't have any pain. I didn't ask you about pain. I'm wondering if you feel tight and you feel kind of like uncomfortable right here, right? So if you're, oh, but that's normal because I'm always tight. Did you know that you don't have to be always tight, right? That's a sign that maybe your joints of your spine, the muscles that are connected to your spine, that move your spine, maybe they're not moving as well as it could be. And now, today, you all of a sudden have elbow pain. So it could be coming from your neck. One of the biggest things that I always like to do is I always like to rule out first, do you have a nerve problem? And nerves come from your neck. Do you have a nerve problem? Or do you have a tendon problem? So one of the biggest things when you have a tendon problem, right, there's a couple of different clinical tests, but this is my favorite. Your arm straight out, you're gonna bring your wrist up, right? I can see, you see how this one moves better than this one? That's because I've been irritating my elbow. I'm trying to fix some things, and in fixing these other things, I irritate it because I've been working out. So this one feels smoother. So we're not just looking at motion. One of the things as a therapist that I do is I look at quality of movement, right? And I can spot it because I've trained, So we're gonna go up, and then what we're looking for is how much motion you have, how well it moves, and does it hurt? Because if it hurts, then yeah, you probably have a tendonitis. If it doesn't hurt, but it just feels tight, it might be something else. We have two things that run here. You can tell I've been doing other videos, right? Sorry, don't wash my arm. But you have a tendon. So this is your bone where your muscles and tendons are attached to. That's your lateral epicondyle. That's why it's called lateral epicondylitis. But right around there, so from that bone, it's about 3 fingers south of that, 3 fingers distal of that, we have what's called a radial nerve. Now, sometimes that nerve gets a little choked, right? It's getting choked out by some of the muscles. When your muscles are out of balance, then it starts to compensate and starts to irritate other things. And one of the other irritations is the radial nerve. So sometimes when we push there and it feels like sore and painful, is it the nerve? It's the muscle. I don't know. We have to figure that out, right? That's part of the evaluation. We figure it out and we look at everything. One of my favorite tests is actually to push down on this middle finger and see if it causes pain in those very specific areas. Now, because most of the time people have that as a chronic issue. I mean, most people have this for months and years, right? It's not like you felt it and you're like, let me come to therapy and fix it. That's not majority of people. That's like maybe less than 1%. And those less than 1% are coming here because they already made a relationship with us and they already know, and they're like, just fix it before I have to be here forever, right? But majority of people are waiting months and years. I had this one guy, he came to me. He had it on both elbows, but they presented just a little bit differently. And he had that problem for 15 years. And he would wear, there are those little cuffs people like to wear right here. So he would wear it right here, and when he wore it, it felt really good and he didn't have any pain. The minute he would take it off, several hours later, and he never connected it, several hours later, his elbow and his hand would just start to hurt. And that's because when you wear that right here for a prolonged period of time, what you're doing is you're really compressing on that nerve. And so when you're compressing it, you're kind of choking it a little bit. And then when you let it go, it starts to hurt, right? So we're going in the cycle. So part of your therapy process is to figure out what the root cause is and why, like what's going on, where is it stuck, so that we can help fix it. So we look at here, and then the second part that I look at is I'm always looking at the shoulder, right? So want to make sure the shoulder is moving the same and it has rotation, so to come out all the way and then to come all the way here. When the shoulder isn't moving well, then we know, hey, maybe the thoracic spine is not moving as well as it could be. And because the thoracic spine holds up our neck bones, our cervical spine, if this part is not moving well, then the cervical spine isn't going to move well at all either. So instead of just doing random exercises to strengthen, like a lot of people will do wrist curls and they'll do like twisting stuff and then do exercises for the rotator cuff, like if those things don't help you, then really consider going to a therapist that can look at the whole thing, the elbow, the shoulder, and the spine, and say, like, what are some things that you can do? If it is a nerve problem, right? If it is a nerve problem, instead of stretching all the time, let me show you my favorite thing. It is actually, it's a nerve glide, right? But we're just gonna do it a little differently than maybe you've been taught. So all 3 nerves come down our arm, right? Do these with me. They're very safe, and you don't have to cause yourself pain. It's very light, right? Do it at your own risk. No, these are educational videos. Figure it out for yourself if you can do it or not. If your arms, like have your arms out to the side like this, right? Let me see if I can. So have your arms out like this, right? You see my fingers are open and my palms are face forward. So I'll bring it up a little bit higher, but normally I just have it like down here by the side, like this. Keep your fingers open. Why am I have so much nerve tension today? I can feel it. I can feel it deep down inside because I was trying to work out. Anyway, separate your fingers. You're gonna pull it back and come forward. Pull it back and come. So if your nerve is tight right here, especially the median nerve, you'll feel it all right there. All right, you'll feel it right there. So check it out. This is the median nerve glide. Just once or twice. Don't keep going. Hold on. And then we're gonna do ulnar nerve glides. So we're gonna act like we're shutting our ears off. We're gonna turn upside down. If you're tight here, you're gonna feel that rotation right about here, right? You're gonna feel it right about there. And then you're gonna turn it right back up, and then you're gonna stretch your elbows out. When you know you're tight when you can't stretch your arms out and keep your wrists and fingers back. If you stretch your arms out, but then your wrist goes flat like that, that means your ulnar nerve is tight. All right, so that's nerve number 2. Nerve number 3 is, let me see if I can do this. You're gonna stand, turn your thumbs back behind you. All right. Turn your thumbs back behind you, elbows straight, and then you're gonna just bring your arms back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Right. Whichever movement feels the best, that's the one you're gonna do. I don't care don't mind which nerve, it's this, and like, don't think about that. Right now, today, for my exercise. The radial nerve one feels the best. So I'm gonna do 10 of these. I'm just gonna move my shoulder blades back. I'm gonna do 10 of these. Was that 5, 6, 8? Now when I go and I check, ooh, I'm looser. I'm looser. So we don't have to kill our nerves to make them move better. All of the nerves come out of your neck, down your arm, right? And your neck muscles sit on top of your thoracic. So I will actually move and do my thoracic, like move my spine first, and then I will do this. Let's move our spine for a minute. Let's move our spine for a minute. I love standing extensions. I actually need to do this myself because I've been working on like my hip and knee and my shoulder. So I'm gonna stand hands like this. If you can't put your hands, if you put your hands like this and you feel it already tight because you can't put your hand like, that's nerve tension majority of the time, right? Hands like this, and then we're gonna just go back. So keep your knees straight. We're gonna just go all the way back. I'm old, so I'm gonna hang out here for a second. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so I call it back extensions. So I'm just moving my spine. So I'm moving my lumbar spine, I'm moving my thoracic spine, and I'm moving my chin, right? And I don't need to move that much to get an effect because I'm very loose jointed. So you have to decide for yourself. Or go to a therapist that specializes in hand and arm injuries and, that take into account like spine issues. And then I'll do 10 of those, and then I'll figure out which of my nerves are irritated. Ooh, that's better. This arm is, what's going on? It's probably from all my demonstrations. I get a little bit like if I overstretch, then I feel it in my joints. And so probably because I've been doing a lot of videos today, I've been overstretching to demonstrate, and it's probably irritating my nerves a little bit. So if you're hypermobile, don't overdo it because that's probably why you still have problems. So let me know if that helps. But one of the most important things that you could do to help your elbows, to get rid of your elbow pain, is pay attention to shoulder and spine issues. Find yourself a therapist that can help you do that. Again, my name's Huang. We're located in Miami, Florida at Hands-On Therapy Services. If you need my help, I'm gonna include the link below. Elbow injuries are a little bit more complicated than just like 1 or 2 videos on YouTube. So, usually with elbow problems, there's no real surgery for it, especially when it's like painful and tendonitis and things like that. It's just about finding the right professional to help you fix that problem and to take into account all the other issues that might be at play, right? There's different issues that put a lot of stress and tension on the elbow. A lot of therapy clinics tend to spot treat. So they'll just like, if your elbow hurts, they're just gonna go to your elbow. But find a place that's willing to look for the root cause of the problem. Some of my patients, their root cause is actually somewhere along their spine, and then we have to like tease it out and figure it out because it's really not all that simple. But try those things out and don't overdo the nerve stuff. So yeah, let me know if that helps. My links are below if you need my help, but leave me a comment, subscribe to this channel. It really helps us to be able to make more videos like this to share what we know. All right, thanks.